Hello and welcome to the Stuff of Legends, the Marvel Legends team. Ryan and Dwight back with you for a special first in-hand look.
Dude, tell me why this guy looks like he's being held captive. Look. He looks like his family just got massacred in front of him. And this guy looks like he's the one who did it.
How you doing, you damn nerds? Today we have a review that I've been really excited about for a while. Jeez, these figures got teased like a little over a year and a half ago, almost 2 years. And we finally have it to Spider-Man No Way Home 3-pack. Today we're going to be reviewing just Andrew. I'm going to separate these into 3 videos so I can milk the views. No, I just really want to give an in-depth analysis of each figure, and I don't want to make like a 30-minute video, and I'm going to get why this figure sucks too. But today we're going to be looking at Andrew, so here's a look at the box. Here's the front, Spider-Man logo on the top. That's Tom Holland's actually. Artwork on the side, and the 3D renders we got like a year ago on the back here. You can see all the accessories and all the figures. And here's our little guy. Oh shit. So here we have, finally, Andrew Garfield, Amazing Spider-Man. Dude, this figure looks great. This is easily the best Andrew Garfield figure that we have. Not that many, granted. I believe last good one was Mayfex in about like 2015, but geez, this one's in a different league. Just out of the box here. I did notice, I don't know if you can pick it up on camera. Close up you can't really see it, you can see the sculpting on it really well. But if you take a step back, you can actually notice the red on the shoulders here are different from the red on the body. It's more of a burgundy kind of color, whereas this is a lot brighter red. Up close, I think it's a little less noticeable, maybe because of the light. But from back here, from a distance, you can definitely tell that the reds are different. And that kind of bugged me a little bit, considering how long we waited for these figures, But it's a minor gripe. You can take a look here at the paint quality. Everything looks really well painted. You can see he has texture throughout the whole suit, kind of that basketball texture that we got used to. Eyes here look just fine. A lot of people were having paint issues here where this black part just wasn't painted or the white was sagging into the black. Mine, I think, came out really well. You can see it here. Raised webbing sculpted throughout the whole figure. Looks great here. Look at that red emblem on the back. More basketball texture. Jeez, this guy looks amazing. That was stupid. But he does, A detail I noticed when I opened this guy first. Oh, I have a little paint chipping there, that's fine. Hasbro actually sculpted the web shooter onto the wrist, which I would never expect them to do because Hasbro sucks. That's why I gave them $150. But anyway, taking a look at the legs here, you can see more basketball texture all the way down. What's this here? You see those marks? What are these? Are they for his legs? Maybe that's where his legs go? Nope. His pants are just dirty. Okay. And then you can see boot cut here. Little indent in the boots here. More great paint quality. I don't have any QC issues at all, it looks like. You can see here he's got a little looks like is that a chip? I guess I have a little chip here. That's fine. But you can see he has like a neckline, maybe where some sort of unmasked heads were supposed to go. I know Andrew specifically had some licensing issues with SH Figure Arts, where that figure actually got completely delayed because they're removing the Andrew head that came with it. Some pictures of it just came out today, actually. I'll flash them up here. But it looks like the rumors are that we're getting all 3 figures again with unmasked heads in a No Way Home wave. And if that's the case, then that neckline makes sense. But for now, it just looks like it was something that was canceled. Maybe we were supposed to get unmasked heads with this 3-pack, considering it is pretty steep in price, and I'll get to that in a little bit. But, dude, initial looks on this guy, he looks great. I'm really happy with how this came out. Obviously, I still have that gripe about the reds not matching, but up close, it somehow gets better, But he looks really good. Great paint quality. No chipping really, except for these like little paint scratches here. Nothing to go crazy about. He just looks amazing. As far as quality control, mine came out pretty well. But I know a lot of people are having issues with this guy. Not this guy specifically, but this pack in general, where it was just a lot of paint jobs, you know, and it is Hasbro's new windowless packaging, you know, and that just, geez, it opens the door for so many quality control issues. It's better for the environment, probably cheaper to produce as well. And I'll go get those damn turtles myself if it means I can see my figure when I buy it. The colors are great, of course, minus that issue. But other than that, aesthetics, dude, he kills it easily. If it's one thing that makes me want to wrap my car on a telephone pole, it's accessories with Hasbro, and how usually lackluster they are. This is everything he comes with right here. He comes with his whip hands. You can see they're all painted, really nice. I like the color on these. You get his 2 punches, knock people out, clock them in the face, and you get your web string. That's been the same thing since like 2012. I'll show a picture of the one right there. And you get his 2 unique, actually, sort of wall crawling / relaxed hands. You get this one here, which is a completely new sculpt. And you get this one here that we've kind of had for a while. And you know, they're pretty cool. I do like how they're switching it up. They're giving us mismatched hands, you know. I like it. I like how this hand isn't exactly like this one. It creates more dynamic poses, makes him look more real, if that makes sense. But Jesus Christ, man. For this figure averages out to $33, which is on the higher end for a Marvel Legend. And I do think he is worth it, like the figure itself. But jeez, man, they're skimpy. They are skimpy on the accessories. For me, this is bare bones what should come with a Spider-Man figure. You know, a little plastic string and some knockers and some web hands. That's basic Spider-Man. That's what should come with the figure. Base price, you know. And this is supposed to be like a expensive figure, man. It's a 3-pack with 2 other figures. So it averages out to like $33 a figure. You know, and I think that is worth it for the price, but geez, man, when you look at some of the accessories some of these figures come with, this just seems like bare minimum for a Spider-Man. A big surprise for this guy was the articulation that he had. I wasn't expecting much, because it's Hasbro, and Marvel Legends don't necessarily have amazing articulation, especially on this guy's bigger kind of body. I thought it would be a little bit harder to get in good poses, but you can get this guy in some wonky poses. He has great articulation. I was not expecting it at all from this guy. You can see here, his head doesn't go up and down very much. It can go up that much and down that far, and that's because they're still on this double sort of dumbbell joint right here. It's not great. It's not great head articulation up and down, at least for me as my Spider-Man. I don't care if it's not like physically or anatomically correct. It's Spider-Man. He's supposed to be able to bend his neck up all the way like that. Going to the waist here, we do have a dumbbell joint here and ab crunch here. So going ab crunch, we can go about that far forward. Jeez, almost not. That is an arch and a half. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you can go pretty far back with this one. You do have your butterfly joints here. They're not crazy articulated. They don't go very far back, which was surprising to me. This one's actually going a little further back than this one, actually. That's weird. But, you know, there's always mods for those to give them more articulation. You have pinless, double jointed elbows right here. Love the pinless action on this guy. It looks great. You have that here too. You do have drop down hips. It's not much, but it's enough. It's enough to drop down. I actually prefer it because it's more subtle. You know, it's not like some other figures where it drops down really far and you can see the gap. And it's really subtle, and you still get the functionality of it. You can still pick up his leg that high. You can put it that far back. You know, if you drop down and make him do the splits, that's almost a full split. You know, I'd like to see your damn nerd ass try to do this. You can't. So I think he, in terms of articulation, he comes out pretty well. Double jointed pinless knees here. no toe articulation, which is kind of wild. I thought toe articulation in this figure would be close to perfect. You know, I think they missed a big opportunity on the toe articulation here, especially for Spider-Man, dude. Wrist here, you have your swivel. It's not on a ball joint, it's just a peg. Came out. He also does have thigh swivel here. No shin swivel, which I'm kind of okay with, because your shins can't swivel here. You know, I know we just talked about not caring about being atomically correct, but for that I do, because I'm picky. Shut up. Overall, articulation is great, dude. You can bend out his arms that far, even then some, forward and back. You can get him into some badass poses, dude. Only problem I have is the neck. You can't look very high up, and that does kill some of the poses for me. But overall, great articulation. Now we get into the fun part of affordability. Hell no. This guy comes in a 3-pack. The 3-pack itself is $90, which is already pushing it. Second thing, this was available to Hasbro Pulse members. I don't know what the status of it is right now, but you had to be on Hasbro Pulse to pre-order this thing, which is a $50 a year subscription. So if you never had Hasbro Pulse, you had to pay that initial $50 plus what you pay on this, plus shipping, plus handling y todo. So I ended up paying close to $150 for this guy. I think it was a little bit over after shipping. $150 for the 3-pack. You do get the 2 other figures, but to just get this Andrew, you're gonna have to pay $100, maybe $150 if you don't have Hasbro Pulse. So is it worth it? I think for the other figures, getting the other figures along with this, I think it is. You know, if you have the cash, because for what, $90? That's how much you're going to spend on an SH figure arts. And I think this one is actually better. I'll do a full comparison video of the two when that one comes in for me. I did pre-order it, so it should be coming in sometime soon. But I do think this guy is worth it if you have the extra cash. If you're looking for an Andrew Garfield figure, this is easily the best one on the market right now. So in terms of affordability, it's bad affordability, but I do think it is well worth it, even though the accessories are bare bone. It's just a great figure. So for some size comparisons here, here's with 2 other Spider-Man. You can see he's a good bit taller than the Mayfix Spider-Man, the 185 classic costume. And he's about close in height with this Marvel Legends Scarlet Spider here. Marvel Legends does tend to go a little bit smaller with their live action and movie figures, so this is why he does look a fair bit more slender. You can also see the foot comparison. This guy's got like duck feet compared to Andrew. Some people were saying that his feet were too small. I think they're perfect. I'm not a big fan of Hasbro's big duck feet. I think it makes the figure look disproportionate. They're bigger hands too. Some people were saying, oh, his hands are too little, his feet are too. I think they look pretty proportionate for Andrew Garfield's figure. I think it works really well. And same with the Mayfix here. The same complaints were, oh, his hands are too small, his feet are too small. No, you're just used to duck flippers and those things that you use to swim. The hell are they called? Jeez, I'm an idiot. But those things, you're used to those, and you're not used to actually proportionate feet. So I think he's good in sizing. Here he is next to some MCU. Here he is next to some MCU figures. We have Captain America Civil War here, and Iron Man here. You can see he's significantly shorter than Iron Man, which I think is good. And he's about the same height as Captain America here, which I also do like. So he's very proportionate, and he fits well with the other live-action Marvel Legends. He's not too tall. He's about eye level with Cap. And Andrew Garfield, again, is a taller Spider-Man, so I think it's really good that he fits well with these figures. See him here. Here he is next to some Spider-Man villains. We have the movie Electro. His foot's chewed because my dog chewed it like 6 years ago, because that's when this figure came out. You can see he sizes up really well. You know, it kind of reminds me of that one movie poster where they're light-skinned staring into each other's eyes. But against Kraven here, you can see Kraven's just a demon, dude. He's a lot taller than him. He scales over to Andrew Garfield here, and I think that also fits really well. So he does fit in well with Marvel Legends. Movie, comic, he's going to be a little bit shorter than, because this is obviously a comic Craven the Hunter, and this is a movie figure. So he is obviously going to scale better with movie figures, but by no means is he a terrible fit with his comic villains. Here's him next to some more comic villains. I do like, actually, how much shorter he is compared to his comic villains. You know, because Spider-Man in the comics is always shorter than his villains, you know? So I think that how he's able to be taller with movie figures and then a little bit shorter with comic figures, it just makes him more versatile when putting him in displays. You can put him with movie figures and he'll still be accurate. You can put him in comic displays and he'll still be accurate. You know, so I do like how they put the sizing with him. Overall, I give this figure an A. You know, great articulation, great colors. The only thing that holds him back from an A+ is really his accessories. You know, no unmasked head. You get the bare bones for arms. And can you move? You too. You get the bare bones for any Spider-Man with just extra hands and the same string of web we've been getting since 2013. And the price point too. The price point and the accessories are really what hold him back from an A+. But if you can look past those things, if you have the extra cash, if you don't really need a bunch of crazy accessories or you have your own, then this guy's definitely a pickup. He's definitely worth it. But that is my grade for him. He gets an A. Is he worth it? Yes, and I'll explain why when I show the other figures for this 3-pack. I think it is worth it to get this figure, especially when we don't know how long till the next release of this figure is going to be, you know, and the rumored wave, the No Way Home wave that's supposed to come out where we're supposed to get unmasked heads. I don't think we will for Andrew Garfield. So I think that neckline is just going to be a reminder of what could have been, you know, for this figure. But definitely a pickup, A.
Bye. Go do some push-ups, you damn nerd.
We stay strapped like Bin Laden, and I'ma stay strapped with that Glock 30.